Yeah, it doesn't really have an innate escape like a Xayah Featherstorm or obviously Kai'Sa. Rakan left open through all of this, so Life says, well, I guess I'll just take that. And really just adds in another layer to their insane engage. Guys, looks like we're just about ready to go. Let's hop into the rift for game number 1 of this best of 5. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. As Chovy's Yone has been insane over the 2 times we've seen it so far. I'm really surprised that they don't give him this champ more often, but obviously in this draft, wasn't really the angle. The Yone Maokai, not exactly the duo you're looking for. And obviously made a lot more sense for Zeka. But you can see Chovy very comfortable on his Azir as well, 6-0 so far.
Tracking where Peanut's going to be, and Grizzly should just be able to smite this. There's a contest with the little ones, but Zeka's still in the area.
Yeah. They have priority in bot, which is another reason why they, bot lane's not just going to randomly come up. So this is pretty much a clean 2v2. And Peanut, with Azir busy, he kind of just has to run away from Grizzly. So Grizzly going to push him out. I don't think it's going to amount to too much at the end of the day. Like, Peanut didn't go for a back, neither did Grizzly. Just looking for that opportunity as a flash potentially here from Delight, looking for it onto Viper. But the knockup from Life was huge. Going to keep him safe for now. Viper is just going to walk this one off, just using his heal, and Delight down a flash.
A little bit telegraphed, I think, was the problem. You saw Delight walking forwards.
And Grizzly's making a stand here. There is this plan for Zeka as Delight is going to knock up both of them here. The follow-up not really in position, but look at Zeka. He's just so low. He can't really get into this fight. They are going to poke Pace down just a little bit, and Zeka still has his ultimate, which is why he's sticking around, but Life Esports doesn't really look like they want to engage on this 4v4, so they'll just back out through the bottom lane. Just going to take that one down. You see Life Esports kind of moving a bit, but not really committing to this just yet, as there was a wave under Zeka, and now Paze is going to get stunned up just a bit. There's the Permafrost, but they get Grizzly into a bad spot. The Yone ultimate is pretty huge, but the damage not quite there. Zeka looking for the kill on a Pace. He will get it. Follow-up here onto the Light is big, and a double kill for Zeka now, as he's just going to back away from the fight.
They take the Herald in the situation, and they don't really lose.
Trying to make a play under the turret here. We got 3 people, and Chovy just no way to get out, as he did have flash, but didn't quite expect to be focused down that quickly.
So a bit less damage there, but they once again stun up this dragon. It was a Chemtech Fizz, so guaranteed at least a half-decent soul. TP coming in, they're going for the full fight.
Yeah, this is a big committal from the side of Gen G. Already a lot of low health bars as they're trying to turn onto the Yone, and that's so much gold just gone as Zeka not able to do anything, and it's 2 kills onto Doran.
Very overrated, but I think this isn't one of them. And yeah, Kingen hasn't finished an item here. He was already behind the top lane matchup. We saw Doran getting plates, but now with the 2 kills, the shutdown given over, this is not looking fun.
Yeah, and it's what I meant. Oh, we're not going to have time for that, actually. He still gets rooted, not able to get through that one, as it's just free food is the Ornn in this game.
And it just means that, Gen G already have good wave clear, but they will just one-shot waves once they have the Infernal Soul, which will be very awkward to deal with when you're already at a deficit. It's just very doomed. You can see the TP coming in. They are looking for Zeka here.
This Aatrox is enormous. Okay, he is so fed, and look at Life, he's just gonna disappear as Life Esports is just gonna get caught in the bottom lane. As, yeah, Doran, he can do essentially whatever he wants, but yeah, he's still pretty squishy. So the second everybody backs away, he has to as well. And Gen G now still with a bit of Baron buff.
Man, this
Aatrox, take over the map.
The Q3 is just gonna...
Oh no. Oh god. It is so scary. Oh, he's sunbound. Okay.
That wasn't even sweet spots, by the way. There was no sweet spots. And I was waiting for it. I kind of wanted to see it just to kind of see how much damage it did, but even so, Doran is just doing so much damage.
And you can see that Life Esports, they certainly don't want to engage onto the 2 members that don't have stasis because they're extremely tanky. One of them is Alistar, who has ult, and the other one is Peanut, who's level 13, green smite, 2 armor items.
Yeah.
Viper doesn't have nearly enough AP.
No good targets right now. And Life Esports is trying to set up.
Okay, they're trying to go for it here as King is just going to flash away. We do have the teleport coming in, but immediate stopwatch here from Doran, as now you've got the Maokai ultimate just keeping everybody kept in here, and a massive 3-man knockup comes in. Chovy's going to miss the swipe, but it just doesn't matter. They're just going to sweep him into the bin. That's going to be the end of this one, as Viper He wishes he could do anything as, oh God!
Don't look away!
Cover your eyes!
Oh my
Please don't look anymore!
That was just brutal.
It's devastating.
Oh man, yeah. Aatrox, not okay. Really not okay, but phenomenal game from Gen G. You know, it started off, and I felt like Life Esports put up a decent contest for a little bit. It was kind of like, you know, the game one we saw from them when they last played each other in week 9, where Life Esports started strong but couldn't follow through.
Yeah.
And Gen G, they got that one dragon fight, and it felt like they just took control and didn't let it go since then.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gen G going to take down the Nexus. That's game number 1 in really just straightforward fashion. Like, they just bopped him over the head with the hammer.
Right. Doran had a free lane on the Aatrox and just took over, but also the Maokai feels so suffocating to play against. That massive, hugely wide ultimate that just covers. Life Esports toying with what to pick, and they go for the Blitzcrank, which is definitely a pick Life has had good performances on. But often Blitz was only really picked when Milio was a thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that good here.
Gets his hands on his Aatrox. Let's see how this one goes as we hop into the Rift for game number 2.
I expect Life Esports to do good in the early game. They did in the last one. But really, it's about riding that wave and maintaining the pressure. And I think the big thing is bot. If you get a lead bot, if you manage to find an advantage and free up Life to go mid, even maybe to go top, that is what is going to allow Life Esports to win this game.
Grizzly just going to get back to regular scheduled programming. Bit annoyed by the invade, as we do have a nice combo in the top side.
This is too late, because Cleanse is back up from Viper, but maybe Peanut's thinking they're going to make something happen with the Summoner being available. Delight will be the focus, you'd think.
Well, the Flash is going to come in there trying to take down Life, and it should be as easy as that. First blood given over to Leona, as the Ignite Tech is going to pick up the kill, and unfortunately, Grizzly just not in position to help out on that one. Yeah, well, Kangan is about to finish his back. There it is, does not have teleport. So, I guess they're just going to drop it and get paid some gold.
Yep.
Kind of looking like that's what's going to happen here.
Chovy TPing in to cover. We did see Viper picking up a second plate bot lane, so he's doing okay there, but Pays here could easily get a ton.
And what if, like, they're just not responding to this at all. I mean, they're just going to let this one go down fully. Gen G, okay, finally. We are going to have the teleport coming in from Zeka, but only after Pays picks up 2, maybe even 3 solo plates.
Yeah,
I guess one of them is split with the jungler.
And they are already down in gold.
All right, little play up in the top side. We don't have Flash here for Chovy. He's in a lot of trouble as he is running away pretty fast. He's got Peanut and Delight as the W comes through. Chovy's still alive, but the ult is going to hit him, but not before we see Life go down as well. Grizzly going to get rooted down. A couple of teleports into the top side, and Gen G, they just want to back off of this one. The zoning ultimate, quite literally, just to stop Life Esports.
Peanut said to back him up, but then all of Life Esports were as well. And Dorn, why did you go that way?
You know, some questions we'll never know the answers to, but Doran is going to go down.
He could have just run through mid. There was no one blocking. He could have just ran reason.
Well, we have a turret down as now Jovi's extremely low, and Delight is here to support him and escort him out. So maybe a first item buy for Chovy finally, as he was spending some time up in the top lane and nearly got punished again.
Just feels like a lot of the play so far. Oh, Zeka.
Oh, well, he is going to shuffle all the way into his own jungle. Has that one blocked by Life as well, but still the Q to come in. No Flash available. That is going to miss as well. This is getting really down and dirty in this game, as now Life is quite fast. Not sure if Peanut's got another W. No, and Life's just going to get away. Nobody dies in that entire tree. Yeah, you have to. I mean, you can't just give this one for free, as there's the hook onto Peanut. This Blitzcrank actually getting some value. Again, Peanut's pretty tanky, but he still has to flash away. And now that's flashed down on your Maokai. He still holds on to the Nature's Grasp as
Genji trying to approach, but the Baron is just gone.
All right, trying to go for a Solar Flare steal. That's not going to work. Let's see about this fight, though. The Flash coming in. A huge equalizer going to slow and burn a lot of the members of Life Esports. Is Chovy over the wall. They're going to force this fight. Delight is tanking up so much on this Eclipse Leon. Oh! Minion gets a massive dunk on the 2 here in the front line as Paige is trying to flash and trying to do something in this fight, but he's not even going to win the 1v1. And now HLE Esports, they take the Baron and a bonus 3 kills. And I would be too if, this is confusing. Delight in a really uncomfortable spot now as Jovi's like, maybe we can do something. No, it's just going to be Infernal Soul, HLE Esports taking more names. His equalizer is going to come down here, but we have teleport available. Kingen now trying to take a name of his own as Doran bullied him early on, but he's getting bullied now as the Blast Cone not even going to save him. And HLE Esports, looks like they might be taking this game number 2 once again. We just see Life is basically on Featherstorm burning duty as this Jace has really not worked out. Zeka 3 levels ahead of his opponent here in the mid lane. And he's essentially just enjoyed a very comfortable ride as Peanut does take a lot of the aggro, but immediately Damper Survive comes in and denies that Leona. Lots of damage into Zeka, though. They will take him down. And that might put an end to this push.
Sadly, Leona gets the kill, though. There was only a small bounty, but not ideal to be picking up that kill. And even though it's not an AP Kai'Sa, the Infernal Soul definitely going to help with that poke damage. But it does mean you don't get the refund that you get if you have it evolved. But either way, Genji... Oh my god. My heart just like...
That would have been the end of him. Yeah. Well.
Goodbye. Delight, don't go, Delight. Let it go.
Let's see. Oh no, he's dead. Okay, just trying to get some pressure relief, trying to set up for the Baron, but unfortunately that's going to lead to Doran's death. He does have teleport, but this Baron can take damage for about...
The thing is, if they give up the Baron, it's such a boost for the Elder fight. Oh, that's actually some big burst.
Right, they're trying to get in onto Peanut, but he just flashes away from this one. The teleport coming in as Kingen.
10 seconds.
Gonna zone them away as some time is bought here for Genji. HLE Esports, they really need to start this Baron and not get caught in the pit, as they will begin to burn it down, but Peanut's ultimate will be used. He's trying to get in the pit, he steals it away. Peanut gonna take down the Baron, as now we have Doran back in it. HLE Esports have just given Genji the opportunity, and Genji will snatch this game away from them just like that.
It's only Viper up, and it's not even the AP Kai'Sa. You don't have to wave clear from Shiv. Viper stopped his recall because he knows Doran's coming. Doran just needs to buy time.
Yeah, and Doran just trying to survive, trying to stop him from backing. The flash comes in, but this push in the mid,
it's going to end.
Genji's just going to end the game 30 minutes in. As the Baron fight, we knew it was going to be a bit risky. Viper now going to try to back. I don't think he's got enough time. The wave is here. The autos are coming in, raining down onto the Nexus turrets as Light. And it's going to get a blocked by Delight, who just flashes in front, and that's going to do it. Genji going to take game number 2 in the span of under a minute. And HLE Esports, they had total control of this game. Genji found one angle. Take a look at that graph, the goal difference. I mean, this was HLE's game to lose, and Genji were like, oh, no, it's okay. We'll just take that one. We'll just take this win. 2-0.
Life on the Rakan was pretty good in game 1 in the early game, and it syncs really well with the comp, so...
Ooh!
Oh, this is great. This is actually phenomenal, because originally, the first time we saw Maokai support in the LCK, it was Beryl playing it into Rakan. Really good matchup, because you can...
We'll see. I mean, Peanut's Poppy, a thing of legend. There's a reason why this pick became popular. It's because of Peanut. Let's jump onto the Rift, guys, for game number 3. We are ready.
It would be harder to say what he didn't go spell Rakan. It was like Leona, you know, it's just, he just, Leona, Rakan, pretty much every chunk.
I was just memeing about his name, actually, but...
But yeah, gonna look to be contesting this. Both junglers have Smite. And it looks like neither solo laner is moving right now, but look at Life. He's made his way up.
Yep. And now, I mean, in this 1v1, Grizzly is taking a huge amount of damage. Even gets swung at by the blue buff. That's not fair, as Grizzly has to flash anyway. Peanut with the follow as the permafrost coming in. Here comes Chovy, somehow here before Zeka, and is going to take first blood. And Peanut is going to taxi onto the blue buff. I think he might be able to get away. Zeka does have a flash, and the flash comes in. Double flash now used to get on top of Peanut, who is still running away from them. And the Unbound Soul sends Zeka back, and Peanut gets out alive.
And being very heavy-handed with invading and challenging him in the jungle. And you can see already it's panning out a similar way. Peanut's on the Raptors.
Well, Delight's here as well, so Zeka's in a lot of trouble. Goes over the wall, and now he's just, unbound soul, and maybe they get Viper over here. It's not looking likely as Peanut's going to block that for a while. We got some members coming in, but it's just a couple of weak ones on the side of Homolife Esports. That's going to be 3 kills to the side of Gen G. This game is only 5.5 minutes in, and Gen G are already putting them in the dumpster.
They're 2,000 gold up. Chovy is 3-0.
Well, the Korean commentators just screamed, okay? As now Pace is going to cleanse, and he is away with his ult.
You know, if those previous 2 plays didn't break, or something along those lines.
I thought he had X Flash, and he probably thought he used the Flash on the last play, as now they are setting up a nice gank here for Paze as Life is on the chase, but guess who's here again? Oh no! It's Peanut is going to get Life. At least they get Delight, as finally Homolife Esports get 1 kill in this game.
They bounce back, right? They're back, right? It's not over.
Chovy is going bot, but no, they're just going to let him go. Current year and current meta into Aatrox compared to the Ornn of old, as over the wall we go. In is the Poppy, as we do have Grizzly here. Double knockup, but a lot of low health bars here on the side of Gen G, as Doran on the all-out is trying to get away, but can he? As Zeka comes in and just picks up the kill.
They're back. They've bounced back. They get a kill. You know, it's originally Gen G who are looking for the play, but the AoE damage from the Aatrox super dangerous to get it up close and personal to, and now Homolife Esports looking to transition straight into a Herald.
He has a crown, but he doesn't have smite. Neither does Grizzly.
It's like a...
Guys? Guys?
There's no way. There's no way.
I don't even... Yeah, this is rough. Chovy's just going to kill them both. I mean, Grizzly's coming in here. He's trying to taxi Zeka out of here, as now we do have the charm underneath the turret. They should be able to get Pace, right? He's burning.
There's no way.
Oh, the bounce. I think that last bounce is going to get him. Unfortunately, Life does go down, but at least Viper picks up. It looks like Pace kind of getting bullied a bit here on the bottom side. Does not have flash. Looks like he is just dead. Trying to turn that one around. It's not going to happen. They waited in the brush. And now Viper on this area, 2-0. I mean, it was a nice early lead for Gen G, but the game isn't over yet.
You know, I've joked a lot about how...
Not yet.
Not yet is true. Yeah, the exhaust as well burns the cleanse immediately, and didn't even have the ult in the situation. Wasn't even needed. But that would have been huge if you burnt the cleanse and then ulted. But either way, 2 games in a row he has Infernal Soul with Maokai, where you have no brushes. And then Delight plays it 1 game and high rolls and gets like the infinite brush map.
You know, what are you doing? Hey, he's having maybe a little bit too much fun. We were just talking about how Homolife Esports can come back in this game. That is a shutdown onto a Yone, as we do have a little setup here from Grizzly. Sun turret in position. Let's see if they actually do go for this, as Peanut is here as well. Just going to throw up the stopwatches. Now they try to get in. The Wombo combo is there as they have the damage. No, they don't. Toby is going to live for so long. And Peanut is going to keep him alive. Delight just sends an ult for good measure, as Peanut is going to keep him in this one.
You've been a lot. No ult from Peanut, which is obviously... Peanut!
Yeah. Well,
just spice it up. Throw a Herald down.
Yeah, sure. You know, just could get interesting. As now, Peanut does not have the ult. Doran's going to take Grizzly out of the pit. He gets back in, and the smite. The Rakan. The Rakan. As Life is going to get it down. Now, though, the fight afterwards. Chovy gets in. The damage is done. Paze picks up a 1. Well, actually, he tries to get in there. They can't quite get another one, but it's still a double kill here to Chovy. Yeah, it's very true, as now Viper just being zoned. They're just surrounding them, I guess. Grizzly going to get caught out here, just going to charge away as the Sun Disc is in, but what is going on in this game? Ult's going to come through Grizzly. Looks like he's in a lot of trouble and will get taken out, as they're trying to take down the dragon, but...
No, they don't have time.
It's a bit too little too late. No smite here this time for Life.
I think they just want to try and fight it.
Just gonna ult into the nether, okay. Chovy, they have their smite with Peanut, so...
Yeah, Life doesn't have smite this time.
Ocean Soul. Zeka, though, trying his best, trying to get on in there, but the damage is too much, gets swept up and killed alongside of the Ocean Soul. That gets smited down by Peanut.
You know, before, in game 1, I can't remember specifically what it was, but oh, never mind.
Life in a bit of trouble here, is going to get locked down. Does have a stopwatch as now the ult goes in onto Peanut, who is incredibly tanky, but this is going to force the Nature's Grasp out pretty early, just in trade for the stopwatch from the support of Homolife Esports.
Grizzly?
He's going pretty ham. As now, that was pretty confusing. Oh! They get Toby! They took down Toby! And that's all they had to do! Pays trying to fight front to back, but look at Viper! They killed Toby! And I was asking how are they going to do it? Well, I guess just like that, as now Pays is getting hunted down, and Homolife Esports, now they're going to push down the mid lane.
Homolife Esports get the memo from last game. It doesn't matter how the game goes. It's only the last fight, and they find it. Grizzly with some insane bait there where he goes in. It looks so int, and
what a
somehow
genius!
it allows Life to get that phenomenal engage.
So Darn's going to try to back now. We do have Peanut coming up in 5 seconds.
I don't think it's enough. There's too much damage.
This one is closer. Let's see. I mean, the light's here. The Twisted Advance comes in. The Poppy ultimate, and you know what?
Oh, no.
They're not going to commit to it.
No.
Even if they did have the option, they're not going to commit to it. And it was really close, but Homolife Esports not going to try to end the game just yet.
I think this might top the list of tilters.
Might just come down to an Elder. Doran in position here. Next to Grizzly, we see Peanut now on the flank, this time not caught. Zeka trying to do his best, trying to poke on in. Chovy holds on to his crown, which again is going to be incredibly important. You see Gen.G is taking this very slowly. They win the poke wars with their Ocean Soul.
Yep.
And their huge front line as well, right? So just pushing Grizzly away. The ult is thrown in, the third Q comes out, and Grizzly's just dead. A nice try, but it doesn't look like it's gonna pay off for the Homolife Esports jungler. So Gen.G, nice pick off.
What can you do here? Life doesn't have smite. I think you just have to force a fight as soon as possible.
Gotta send it. Gotta send it, gotta do something, gotta press your buttons. You're gonna lose to Elder Soul anyway, but they say, well, they almost zapped that away, but it's still Gen.G who is going to pick up the objective, and now they have Exodia. And as I say that, it's gone, but they still do have the Elder, which is what I meant to say. So the poke is coming in, and you see Zeka just gonna get locked up against the wall, and the poke is just huge as Jovi's just gonna take him out. And that must be the nail in the coffin now. They're going to get the knock up here on a Viper as well. They're going to make this last fight at least clean, unlike the other 50 fights we had in this game, as it is a clean ace to the side of Gen.G, and it is a clean 3-0, nothing to see here from Gen.G as they take down the series and will move into the winner's bracket up against T1 tomorrow. Yeah, and it might just happen. I mean, there's still an opportunity for Viper to get there, but they'll have to go through KT. And that is no easy feat.